Hello, good afternoon, good evening, good morning and welcome. It's Nurse Richard the Wax Wizard. Thank you for joining me. I've got 5 ears in this for you today. I'm really spoiling you, aren't I? The first 2, my good old friend Buddy has been at it again. Yes, this patient has used a cotton bud, a Q-tip, thinking that it would fix this problem. It clearly didn't. Now you can just see, we've made a little hole there, can't you? You can already see the eardrum already in the background. And I was at this point that the patient can already hear again. But I had to explain to them that job's not done yet. It's only half a job. Going to have to go in and get the rest of it. But after the first hole is made, really hearing was completely back to normal. But I said it'll probably soon build up again if I don't get the rest of it. And because I show it to them on the screen in front of them, they say, "Oh yeah, don't leave that in, get that out." And she'd done the same in both ears. As for the other ears I've got in here for you today, the next one or the next 2 after this are very full ear, a lot of dry skin, bit of peeling, some forceps, and the last one is a very stubborn, hard, dark lump which was right stuck on someone's eardrum, trapped in the recess. Very difficult one, that. I have done, it's probably coming up in the next video. You might have already seen it as a short. I've seen the most satisfying skin ribbon I've seen in a long time. I'll try and find, well, you can go to the page, and if you're on Facebook, look at the reels. It's on TikTok there somewhere. It's also as one of the shorts on YouTube, so you can go and find it there. But it's only about a minute long, but I will try and include it in the next video. I do. Trust me, it was a good one. So you can see this one, all done, nice clear eardrum. And when I was thinking of, when I was doing that skin ribbon at the time, all I could hear in my head, was Reece saying, look, because I know he's a big fan of skin ribbons. And this one was one of them ones that you just pull and it just keeps coming, it keeps coming, it keeps coming, it keeps coming. So I will include that in the next video as well. See, it was a belter. In fact, lots of people said to me in the comments of the short that I put out, "Oh, Reece loved this." I'm sure he would. So I'll put that in the next video. As for the next one, this was a lady that came to see me yesterday. She thought she only had a problem in one ear. This was by far the worst ear. It was extremely full. She got quite emotional, did this lady, because she'd never had this done before. So this could have been building up for a number of years. And just assumed that if you get to a certain age, your hearing starts to be a little reduced. You have difficulty picking things up, having a conversation with somebody. And as soon as this came out, she got quite emotional. And she said, "Yes, changed my life. It really has." You know, it was very heartwarming. And a lot of people do get quite emotional in the chair because it can be extremely isolating and debilitating if you're struggling to hear. You know. It's one of them things that you don't really appreciate it that much until it starts to go. Sorry, I forgot to turn my phone off again. But that's why I like doing this job, amongst many other reasons, because you can literally change somebody's life in the space of minutes, you know. So that's why, one of the many reasons why we really enjoy doing this. Well, I forgot to tell you about what's been going on in the wizarding world. So this was the first procedure I did when I came back from holidays. You might have spotted the tan. I don't know if the lights bring this out, but yeah, got a nice African tan, because that's where we went on holiday to Morocco. I know I shared quite a lot of the videos with you.
I suspect probably in the last.
It was an absolutely amazing place. Amazing to spend time with the family in somewhere so special and very different as well. But I'd highly recommend anybody goes. The Moroccan people are absolutely amazing. Although don't drive a car over there. It's like wacky races. It's absolutely bananas. This was Marrakesh we went to, so it is a busy city. We're just staying outside of it. But we only went in there a couple of times. My wife and my daughter don't do great in crowds. So but my son and I, we loved it. We thought it was hilarious. Obviously it's famous for the markets and having a good haggle, which I enjoy, like a bargain. but you obviously we stick out like a sore thumb over there because I've got 2 blonde children and a blonde wife, and you can obviously tell that we're tourists. So the second that we got out of the taxi, we just got bombarded by absolutely hundreds of people trying to sell us all sorts. They're very polite, you just say no thank you. But what was funny though is they use, and I've seen, and I've come across this before, I think this happened when I went to Egypt really, and I was roaming the streets, and they obviously know that you're out to buy a few things and spend a few quid, and they come up to you and they say things like, oh, white geezer, or lovely jubbly, which are all very London Cockney accents, which it's a conversation starter for them, you know, I get why they do it, but I have to keep explaining to them, what are you talking about? I don't come from London. It's quite offensive for somebody who doesn't come from London. But it was funny, some of the phrases that they were coming up with to try and get our attention. It was very good. So fair play to them. But yeah, we had a lovely time. I will share a link to the videos. In fact, I've made a whole playlist out of all the family type videos that I share. I'll try and put a link above me. This only works on YouTube, doesn't work on Facebook or TikTok. But I'll put a link above me with a link to all the videos, the family ones that I've made over the years. I think there's about 20 now. Some are holidays, one of our wedding, a few days out. One of when we had some puppies, well, not we did, when our dogs had puppies. So I'll put a link to that playlist above if you want to go and check it out. Feel free to do so. So this last one here, it was a chap who came to, I had no idea, he had no idea how this got down here. All he would admit to was wearing in-ear earplugs to listen to music. Now he had quite a narrow entrance and a narrow ear, and so how he'd managed to push this down there, I don't know. I was a bit suspicious, truth be told, because this was the fine end tube. I had real difficulty fitting the full-size tube in there, but because it's so hard and dry and it's not got a flat surface on it, it was really difficult to get a grip with the fine end tube because it's a lot less powerful than the full-size tube. So as you can see, what I decided to do is bung a load of olive oil in there, and what that does, I know a lot of you regulars will know this, it just softens the surface a little bit, so it just makes it easier to get a full seal on the surface of that, so we can begin to pull it out, and you can see just how quickly it worked there. And up it comes. Wasn't a huge piece this, but obviously because of where it is, it was giving him a fair amount of trouble. And his hearing was improved slightly. It wasn't covering the whole eardrum, so his hearing wasn't too affected. But I said, if we leave that down there, it's only going to likely get bigger, that. And there's his eardrum after that, which looks pretty good, all things considered. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Should be back to normal now, a video every 2 days. Thanks for all the lovely comments from while I've been away. But for now, take care of yourself. I'll see you soon. Ta-da.